That's how my sister plays.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
We try and speed run through it, and he makes us listen to the New Age music.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
It's never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the loading, is never the end.
No.
Oh, great.
Okay, I watched the intro. Stanley.
I'll have to watch
This is a story about Stanley. Stanley is a man who works in an office building where he sits in front of his computer pressing buttons all day. The computer goes ahead and says, press J for 3 seconds. And he presses J for 3 seconds. Stanley loves his job very, very much. Though some would find it boring, he's very content with it. Then something peculiar happened. He came to work one day and no one was here. So he sat at his desk for an hour and soon realized there were no orders coming through. What could it mean? Stanley wondered. And there we go.
I find it sad that you know the entire story. Okay, well, time to move.
Have a good memory. Okay.
What are the action buttons? Here we go. So, X, square, is the action button. That's an odd button to crouch. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, there's traces there. I mean, paperwork out. This is... Holy!
What?
Look how far he crouches down. He's like, let me get on my stomach.
Just like compresses his legs into his torso.
That's perfect. Okay,
Oh, you can turn computers on and off.
no, I can only turn that one off. Turn on.
I guess you can totally turn them off. Is there one that's on? You can try again. And, no. Oh,
There we go. Username, access.
turn it on. Yeah, okay.
Okay, great. Let's just shut off all the computers. Can't open that.
Going to the meeting room. Yes.
Is that where we're going? I'm trying to...
Well, that's what he said. Stanley went to the meeting room to check on his coworkers. Maybe he had missed a memo? Something like that.
So that's like a talking room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
No!
he entered the door on his left.
Let's do this. Do you want to enter the door?
Let's listen to him
Okay.
to start.
We're gonna listen to him for now.
I feel...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it up passive aggressively on other coworkers.
Resent coworkers for not supporting you more.
Using slides to assure Make sure your slide has slick blue graphic in the header.
And throw some pebble in. Everyone is unique. You most of all. They all look the same to me. Oh, look, same hairstyle. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides. Great.
Anything else around the room?
What do people want? Things. Money. More money.
Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things as well. We have our new product.
That's perfect. A lot of percentage.
Wait, find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net? Some sort of child trap?
But I think that's a stupid idea. Okay.
Throw something in the idea bin. Okay, let's...
The idea bin is trash.
Okay, let's,
I get it. Should we? Okay.
leave the door? What did he say, going up to the boss's office?
I don't remember. Oh,
Oh.
broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Hell no. I like this broom closet.
I'm going to stay in here.
Nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I'm waiting for like a jump scare, I swear. I'm just gonna sit
It
like...
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Well, maybe we'll play
As
with
it
these
is,
tools.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet FA.
I,
Fuck off.
Are
That
you,
makes
are you
sense.
really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me,
Yep.
because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
just sitting here silently.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I want the broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Alright, where's my weapon of murder? This one?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical melody of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Should we step out now?
I don't know.
I feel like this is a good time to step
Is
out.
this a good time?
Yeah.
You're not gonna say anything else? He's like Schmitty.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
too. Unbelievable. Perhaps if you can hand the controls to a fish, fungus. You can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay,
That's good.
let's show him mercy.
Okay. I enjoyed that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Up or down?
Another choice. Up.
Up? Okay, we're gonna
Let's listen to this.
go there. Can't close the door. Which way back? Need to use the washroom! Okay.
door. Let's hit up the open door.
This one?
Yeah. So looks like a boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Yeah, there's a thing right here.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, behind it. Keypad. Do we put in the number? You said we couldn't know this.
I don't know. You want to put in the number? I'm
Stanley
curious.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
5428.
Yeah, but just patience.
Okay. Let's just
2845.
There's the phone. Something keeps lighting up here.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
8, 4, 5. It's just when I heard him go. Like he was gonna talk.
I guess there's
Okay,
nothing
through
else.
the door.
Oh, piano.
And this got along, right? The story. What do you do?
Super frustrated with Stanley. A giant red down arrow.
Elevator? Elevator.
Alright. Loading, 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 loading. It's always the second last loading there.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Spooky.
I can't even.
No,
It's
it
dark.
doesn't look like it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Wait,
Control Facility.
Ooh, this is a tough. Escape?
Mind control.
You want to go mind control?
Let's
Okay,
do it.
let's go mind control. Jeez, you can't even see. I wonder if we can.
Video. Advanced. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Hi. It's not. It crashed.
Oh, that's depressing.
All right. Let's just open that back up again. If I can find it.
Now we gotta rush back through to the same spot we were.
No problem. I got it.
It's pretty cool.
All right.
I don't know what you do there.
All of his
Let's
co-workers were
rush
gone.
this.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, wait, try and play, but with only being able to go forward like this. That's how my sister plays.
Stepping into his
bugs
manager's
me
office,
so much.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
Before he
indication
even
of
says
any
it, 2,
human life. Shocked,
8,
unraveled,
4.
Stanley wondered in Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
We try and speed run through it, and he makes us listen to the New Age music.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay,
Great.
that's that.
What?
In such a rush that you didn't even let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety is unhealthy.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to
I'm
think
getting
for
dizzy.
himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Push it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No, we didn't. Let's leave.
Just leave?
We don't have the strength. Okay, we have the strength.
Okay. I guess
That's all it took.
all it took is just a walk. Push the button again? No? Okay.
Computers.
More computers. Giant button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the
Fired?
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay.
You need to get like a telescope. The warning sign right there. Employee number
This
291.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it
What's that
blindly?
one? That one right there. So just white. It's just white. That one too, but is that one up there? What does it say? I can't read that. Oh, hello.
No. He refused to believe it.
Okay.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working.
Offline.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
So
And as the
these
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this
Was that
machinery would
faculty
never
power?
again exert its terrible
Facility
power
power.
over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Big red button?
Press it.
Press the big red button? No. No big red button. 10.
And the satanic cross.
No, I thought that was a penis.
They're kind of the same.
Alright. Faculty power, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Facility power. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his
Your
obligation,
choice.
to put an end to
My
this
choice?
horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. What, you think...
Wait. Get back to the story.
No? Alright. It's not... Dash. Dash. Run.
Roll. It's like Zelda. Hey.
Roll, you're faster. Should we... let's...
Up to you.
Let's follow with the story.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Jump scare.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Is it gonna say loading?
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles
the loading screen.
Where had his
Damn it.
co-workers gone?
This game is so
How
meta.
had he been released from the machine's
Oh, it's Sky.
What other
Oh, it
mysteries
is Sky.
strange building? But as sunlight
I guess
streamed into the
outside,
chamber,
yeah.
he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power
There's a tree.
that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
What happens if I
but to
run
let
past
go.
it?
Let's run.
No longer would anyone tell him where to
Guess he
go,
stopped.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Oh yeah, we have to wait for the black
He needed
wall.
to know.
Oh my
It was
god, it's
perhaps
Morrowind.
The only thing. Stanley stepped
God, this
through the
sword.
open door.
You have that guy fall from the sky?
Yeah, start playing another
Stanley
game.
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Gotcha?
Yeah, go for it.
We'll switch each ending, okay?
Right now, the
We'll
things
figure out
were
something
meant
else
to
to
happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, go
assuming-
Stanley.
That's a pretty good ending.
Well, yeah, Stanley's happy. We got happy Stanley.
I guess it's a good thing if you listen to the narrator then. What happens if you don't?
I think he kills you off.